This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Connor, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope that this Orca Encounter will help you gain a greater appreciation for these incredible whales and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and our whales are going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. The blowhole on top of a killer whale's head is a great position for getting a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of the whale's eyes works to their advantage. It looks like it's in that white patch, but that's actually a visual distraction. It's located in that dark area at the corners of their mouth, camouflage from their prey. The fin on their back is called a dorsal fin, and this helps keep the animals stable and regulate their body temperature. Sometimes if an animal spends more time at the surface of the water, gravity can help it curve to one side. The flippers on either side of the killer whale's body are called pectoral flippers, and this helps the animals with steering and stopping. Inside the flippers here, they have 5 bony digits similar to the human hand. Now the lobes at either end of the killer whale's body are called tail flukes. This is the killer whale's engine, helping propel them up to speeds near 30 miles an hour, as fast as some speedboats. Now these animals use the most speed, and they have the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies out of the water.
highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They'll use peck slaps to show dominance or to get the attention of other whales. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calves' attention. But when they really want to be heard, they reach. Spy hopping is when killer whales coordinate together to get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Fluke slaps is another form of communication that killer whales will use in the wild. Killer whales are great communicators, so it's no surprise that they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal. Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach.
Shouka is demonstrating that same movement right here in front of all of you. Killer whales in the Antarctic will actually create waves that wash over ice floes, knocking seals into the water. Nakai is demonstrating the same wave-making technique, showcasing one of the many complex hunting strategies that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you really have no idea how powerful they are until you experience them firsthand. Luckily, I have a volunteer who's going to come down here to experience the power of these waves. All right, bud, how's it going? Come on down, man. Shoes and everything. Yeah? It's okay, everything's getting soaked. All right, so have a seat right here. Put your back flat up against the glass here. Yeah, just have a seat. It's okay. They're going to be even more soaked in a minute. So you remember that video with the seal that got knocked into the water? Alright, you're playing the role of the seal. Alright, hang on tight. Here it comes. Oh man. How was that? That was good, huh? Here, come around here. Let's give him a big round of applause. Alright, but now you can take off your shoes. Thanks again. Now, because these animals live in every ocean, it's no surprise that they prey on a variety of things, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than Nakai. So how does a whale the size of Nakai prey on an animal the size of a blue whale in the wild? Well, it's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of killer whale life. It's how they teach their young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. In the wild, you'll often see animals showing off their playful side. We see it here with our whales all the time. Porpoising is when an animal swims fast, breaking the surface of the water briefly. You might see them do this when they're trying to catch the ride on the wake of a boat, or when surfing in a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will often rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We see our whales doing similar rubbing behaviors, just like whales in British Columbia. You'll often see animals mimic each other. Our whales do it all the time. They're constantly imitating and learning from each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. A tail lift is used in hunting to stun fish, but today our whales might just be stunning some of you. Every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships, conduct research, and provide quality of life. Throughout our conditioning, our animals are able to participate in their own health care and well-being. When the animals learn to roll over and offer up their tail flukes, like you see Nakai doing, this is how we're able to obtain a blood sample. We get blood samples from our animals monthly to make sure that we're being proactive with their health. Our animals will even slide out onto a scale so we can track their weight. We weigh our animals weekly to make sure that our calves are growing and that the adults are staying healthy. We can even get breath samples from their blowholes. All of these behaviors are possible because of the relationships that we've built day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now everybody, I'd like to introduce you to a very special animal. Everyone say hello to Ikaika. Ikaika's a very goofy animal, very playful, and he's a trainer favorite. And he just celebrated his 16th birthday last month. Ikaika is a very playful whale, and he loves to play with the trainers and environmental enrichment devices like that red ring you guys saw earlier. And we like to engage and stimulate our animals to make sure that they're challenged and that they're learning new things. Diet, exercise, and of course playing with animals like Ikaika help keep them all in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you so much for coming to see Orca Encounter. We hope you gain a greater appreciation for these incredible animals and their ocean home. Enjoy the rest of your day here at SeaWorld.